IELTS stands for International English Language Test System. In this set of videos, I'm going to be sharing with you how you could actually score a band 7 and above in your exams. If you are taking this exam, it's likely for an academic or for work purposes. If you are taking this exam for academic purposes, it's important that you score a band 7 and above. For work purposes, band 6 and above is generally accepted. Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Peter. Some of my friends call me Dr. Piro. I'm an online tutor and content creator and medical doctor working currently in Nigeria. If you are new to this channel, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. There will be very helpful content here subsequently. There are going to be about 6 videos in this set of videos. This will be the introductory videos to the series, and then there will be one video for each subset of the components of the IELTS exam. There will be at least 2 videos for the writing component. The IELTS exam tests 4 domains for English language. You're going to be tested on your speaking, your listening, your writing, and reading for English language. I'll take it once again. It will test 4 domains in English language: reading, speaking, writing, and listening. There are about 3 bodies that coordinate the English test system. There is no difference in the quality and the value of the results. However, you have to take this test under one of these 3 components. I want to give a disclaimer in this video that this video is not sponsored by any of these companies. I took the IDP IELTS exam, and I'll be speaking to you from that experience. Now, for all exams, I call this a standard therapy. It's very vital that you speak to at least 5 people who have taken the exam before. Do you need a tutor when you're preparing for IELTS? And the answer to that question is a blatant yes, of course. And the reason why you need a tutor is because you need to leverage on the experience of those who have gone through the exam before. Personally, I spoke to about 6 of my colleagues who have taken the exam before, and they shared various experiences with me, their challenges, what they used to prepare, and the most interesting things they discovered during the process of the exam. This was immensely helpful in the preparation of my exams. So, first tip, talk to 5 people who have done the exam before. It doesn't have to be 5 people who have passed, just 5 people who have taken the exam before, so you can have a foresight of what the exam feels like. Choose the body under which you want to take your IELTS exam. Go online, book a date, make your payment for the exam, and then start preparing for the exams. I suggest that you don't book your test too close so that you don't get tense when you're preparing for the exam. I also want to say that it's important that you take your exam once. Taking the exam repeatedly is discouraging, and quite frankly, it's expensive for some people. So you have to factor that as you prepare. This is why it's so important that you get tutors who will help you through the course of the exam. Now, if your tutors will be paid or not paid, is up to you largely, but you need tutors when you are preparing for this exam. Once again, let me talk about the structure of the exam. The exam is going to test you on the 4 domains of English as a language: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Let me give some background so that you understand where I was coming from, so that you can relate with this video appropriately. I was taught in English language. The official language of my country is English language, and I've studied in English language for about 20 years, 20 academic years of study. So preparing for this exam, I already knew I had some advantage for the exam. I'd already spoken English for 20 plus years of my life, and I'd already studied extensively in English language, so English is not new to me. So you have to factor that too, especially if your first language or your language of thought is not actually English language. YouTube is going to be very, very helpful for you if you are preparing for any exam. I think any exams in the world. But particularly, there are 2 very helpful channels on YouTube that I would strongly recommend for you. The first is Liz IELTS. Now, Liz happened to be a previous IELTS examiner who became an online tutor. She has millions of subscribers here on YouTube. I really think you should check her out if you are preparing for the exam. She deals with all the categories of the exam, all the structures of the question, and even some challenges and some new developments in IELTS. It's very important that you check Liz IELTS exam. I'll probably drop a link up here. The next channel I'm going to talk about, which is a very important resource if you are preparing for IELTS, is E2. So E2 is a very helpful channel. Actually, they're going to give you tips. They're going to put you through the exam and help you actually figure out how to prepare for the exam. They're also going to actually help you know how much you've already prepared for the exam at any point and what you should watch out for. Sort of the kind of things I'm going to be doing in this video. This video is more of a personal view of the exam anyway. There are several online resources that will test you. When I mean they will test you is they're actually questions from previous IELTS tests that would be on those sites, and you can actually take them as mock exams. There will be time, there will be orderly, and they'll be actually appreciably arranged. So it's actually very convenient to test your knowledge. I think it's important to try this mock test before you start preparing for the exam, and then at various points during your preparation for the exam. In fact, there are some parts of the exam, for example, the listening test, that I strongly recommend that all you need to prepare for that is actually to listen to real conversation and answer the questions that will follow as your preparation. So technically what I'm saying is taking the exam is actually the preparation for the exam when the time comes. As I said, the last resources, which I think is even the most valuable resources, is to speak to as many people who have taken the exam and get an organic experience of how they went through each of their videos. This is one of those, I'm one of such persons, and I really hope that this video is going to be helpful to you. In the next set of videos, we're going to deal with listening, speaking, reading, and writing. See you in the next video.